Hello, Diablopins here. How are you? So today I'm in Disney Springs and Thomas Kincaid Studios is having an exhibit of the art of Disney. And there's one piece I'm interested in particular of Maleficent. And Thomas Kincaid has really never done too much with Disney villains, but this is the first time in which a piece was done from a villain's perspective. So I'm gonna go check it out, and we have an artist there as well. So let's take a walkthrough. I've taken a nice walk through. It's pretty hot today, so I'm going to try to stay in the shade as much as possible. And it's relatively early. It's not even 11 o'clock yet, but still, you know, there's going to be a lot of people coming in. I like to get these things done a bit earlier. All right, let's see what we have. Every time I visit Disney Springs, I try to make a stop at Stance. They have great socks. They're very comfortable, and many times they have socks themed after villains. Very cool box sets. Harry Potter has that one. I already have, I think, 3 pairs of these. People just, they gift them to me. They're so kind. And anything villain, even Lord Vader. This may be a new one. Cool socks, but I think I already had those Lord Vader ones and the villains ones as well. But it's always cool to check out. So let's go ahead and continue on and see if we can maybe get some coffee. So the sweat was rolling down my back outside waiting for the coffee. So I'm gonna cool off in here in the world of Disney, see what they have. Of course, Maleficent stands above all.
How you doing today?
Maleficent. And excuse me, that should say horns and not ears. I believe these are all candles, scented candles. And look! Oh my gosh, we have to get these. Spiced apple. Lots of 50th merchandise. 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Endless merchandise. Endless merchandise. It's always worth a stop to come into Arribas Brothers hand-cut crystal. You never know what you're gonna find. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful merchandise, beautiful art, I should say. And of course, no visit to Disney Springs would be complete without a stop at the pin trader store. And I stopped by and I happened to get the last two of these pins here. So they're sold out of these here at least. So I was pretty lucky. Last two. Let's go on to Art of Disney's. And of course, no visit to Disney Springs would be complete without a stop at the pin trader store. And I stopped by and I happened to get the last two of these pins here. So they're sold out of these here at least. So I was pretty lucky. Last two. Let's go on to Art of Disney's. There it is. The first Thomas Kincaid piece featuring the villain. And in this case, it's Maleficent. Through her perspective. Fairies, everyone's asleep, including the kings. You see that? Wow, look at that hand touching the spinning wheel. Really cool. And I just got information to order this in the biggest size, LE 12. And look at that Turtlebog. The original was here, but bought by somebody, a person who I do know, who collects everything. So I missed out on that one. I wonder what the edition size is. It's a number 31. So yeah, I think we may have to get that at some point. So I came into the Art of Disney today, to check out the Thomas Kincaid Maleficent piece, which I did, and I came across this Turnabog, which I've seen before, but the original sold, so I went ahead and decided to get this one. It's the last one they have, apparently, and it's 31 out of 95. So, a little bit of surprise. Not bad. I would have liked to have the original, but it's sold already, and I know the buyer who tends to snatch up a lot of the originals too, and he collects everything. But, I'm happy to get it nonetheless. Well, there it is. I went ahead and bought it, the Turnabog, and the Thomas Kincaid representatives will be calling me about the Maleficent piece, the EE version, which is apparently their most limited version, LE of 12, and in the largest size, I believe, which was 28 by 36. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through Disney Springs to leave, but pick up some merchandise on the way, just so I didn't have to carry everything. All right, what a fun trip, huh? Unexpected. Ooh, yeah.
Look, Gary.
Cute.
Look at me.
So I made it to Hollywood Studios and I managed to get the pins that I missed out on at Disney Springs. And so now I'm at the entrance to the club. I'm not allowed to take any media, photos, videos. I can, but I just cannot share it on social media. But I'm just gonna go ahead and decide to have some lunch and afterwards see you. Ooh, okay. So that was a fun shopping experience at Disney Springs. I made it back to the car. I'm hungry. It's time for some lunch and time for some cooling off. I will probably go to Hollywood Studios after this to have some lunch at the club, see if there's any new merchandise, maybe pick up a few pins along the way that I missed out on here. So, maybe the adventure will continue, huh?